Hey YouTube, this Ash here.
And this your girl Leah.
Back with another video or whatever. And basically this video is going to be about if I could change one quality about myself, what would it be? Or if it's multiple things. If it's multiple things, I can say that and, just elaborate on it. And then speaking of qualities, we also going to say like what we feel like our best quality is, or, if we have more than one, we going to, elaborate and why we think this is our opinion about ourselves. And, we feel like this is another relatable video that other people might think these about themselves. So I think one thing I can change about myself, I do feel like I can, have, temper. I think my temper shouldn't get triggered so easily, which it has got better over the years. Like, I will say I have matured over the years, but it can always get better and improved, because when you letting somebody bring your temper out, it's kind of like you letting them control your emotions. Mm-hmm. And nobody should be able to control your emotions. You are in charge of yourself. You are your own person. And basically, if you feel like you feel like I feel about myself and you confident, basically you feel like you. So I feel like I'm that. I'm the bomb. Like, why would I let somebody else, trigger me? And I feel like, I'm dope. I feel like I have great personality, a ball of energy. I feel like I'm good spirited. And, I like to be free. I don't let, a lot of little things get to me. I feel like life is too short for that. And you should just, live your life. Don't be, overthinking things and think so much of things. And yeah, so before I can think of another thing, I feel like if you feel like you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
My emotions and the fact that I get irritated sometimes when people are very pushy. They try to, like she said, it's basically what you were saying. Like, you get to a point where you trying to control it, but it's like they say, you keep poking that big. And it's like you just want. I think for me, I just probably just walk away or just ignore it. And sometimes it can be hard to ignore certain things because people keep agitating you. So yeah,
I feel like another thing I could change about myself is I feel like I guess not to I know I mentioned that, try not to overthink things, but sometimes I do that, unintentionally though, because I don't like doing that, but I think sometimes I do unintentionally things, and I do a lot of stuff unintentionally, so I can also work on that.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of us overthinking. That could be very complicated when you. To me, it's like the only reason you overthinking things because internally it's bothering you, and maybe you want to talk about it, but you don't because it's gonna be this whole big misunderstanding when you're trying to express yourself. And I think that's our biggest thing, is that a lot of us overthink when really we should just be ourselves. We all human,
Right. Now, I also think I can take criticism better. I'm not saying that I can't take constructive criticism, but I'm saying that I could take it better. It's also about
accountability.
Yeah, and it's also about how they tell it to be too. It's about
what you say.
Yeah, it's also about the message that they trying to tell me, and it's also about how they say it that can, trigger me or something. So if I feel like they say it in a, demeaning way, yeah, that's going to make me feel some type of way, because one of my triggers is like if you talk down on me. If I feel like people that talk down on somebody, they look at them less than. It's like almost like you looking at me like I'm nothing. Like I'm the scum underneath your feet or something. And nobody should look at nobody like that, because we all human. We all have the same opportunities. We all bleed the same. So nobody should feel like they better than nobody, and to even talk down on them like they not a person too with feelings just like you, because you wouldn't want nobody talking to you like that. So basically I feel like you should treat others the way you want to be treated. Talk to others the way you would want to be talked to. And that's really the mindset that we should have. Like, even approaching somebody, whether you know them or not, you should always have that mindset. You shouldn't have a mindset where, I feel like I'm going to talk to them this way just because I can. I'm provoked. Like, I'm not saying, when things get provoked and out of hand, that's a different subject and a different topic. I'm talking about if you feeling like, oh, I had a bad day today, so everybody gonna get it. Why should everybody get it because you had a bad day? You shouldn't want to reflect your energy off of somebody else. You're not gonna get the results that you looking for. And make you have even more of a bad day. You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. You shouldn't be starting your day off in a negative way anyway. Like I said from the last video, it's all about managing your emotions and understanding you as a person. And the qualities, well, first of all, it's about digging deep within those triggers. You gotta do on some inner working, or what they call it, shadow work.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do a shadow work. You know why a lot of people don't do a shadow work? Because a lot of people don't want to take accountability. Well, that's a lot of things. The number one reason why certain things, why certain people don't work on themselves, because they have a hard time taking accountability.
Why do you think it is that people don't like taking accountability? What
Because of trauma.
Trauma?
Yeah, childhood trauma.
So they reflected their own trauma.
Yeah, it's wounds that never been covered up. So every time you dig at those wounds from the from the keep digging at that scar that's right there.
Yeah.
And you never really fully healed from it. It's gonna come out, even if you're dealing with a good person. And that's really be bringing down a person that's like really scarred. Is when you got a good person and that person is willing to like help and guide you, but that person is so far gone that everybody is against them.
Right. And that's kind of like when people bring their past relationships into their new relationships, and all the things that they felt like they was doing wrong, they feel like any sign that they see in a new relationship, like, no, because I asked you to do that and it didn't go like this, it didn't go like that. But I don't think you should bring up.
But then you also got those false people who say that they understand or they heal, but really they not.
But
it's just a facade thinking, or it sound good to them.
Right.
Really, it takes some really deep internal work to like really.
But do you think that you should bring like the past relationship
baggage
into your new relationship? No. Do you think that? Okay.
Because not only are you damaging yourself, you damaging the other person that's already healed.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a never-ending cycle of emotional abuse.
Yeah, and I feel like it's gonna stop your new relationship from growing.
Yeah, from growth.
And basically, you're going to end up running that person off.
That, and the fact that person going to start resenting you. It depends on the person, too. Because, like I say, a person that's really super healed, they don't hold resentment. They just look and view you differently. That they have a deeper understanding why you act the way you do. But a person who haven't healed, or they semi-healed, they going to start resenting you to the point like they don't really care anymore. So it's really at that point, there's no coming back from that. That's why I say you really gotta.
So
that's why I say the biggest thing in most relationships is accountability.
So when you resent them, it's almost like you hate them, right?
Yeah, basically. You just can't stand them. You don't want to be around
so
them.
It could, any little thing they could do could tick you off because you already don't like this person. Because you already reflect that back to your past. So it's like nothing that they could do to satisfy you. That's why we feel like that.
But it's not at that point it's not a you problem, it's a them problem. Because they the one that's having that issue. So that means they have to work on it.
You talk about your current relationship, you feel like they should have to work on.
I mean, anybody who's dealing with those type of issues.
I'm talking about the person that's resenting you. You feel like that other person should have to work on whatever the reason why they resenting you.
Yeah, because
so they're not wrong for resenting you.
No, they is wrong for resenting you. But I'm talking about for the ones who are in a relationship and you know it's certain things that you should be working on, but instead of taking accountability and you know that you're wrong, or you this self-reflection thing that people say they do and they really not doing it, to me it's just words and not really actions, because a person could say a whole lot of things. Like I could sell you a car and don't know nothing about that car. I'm only doing it because I'm a salesman. I'm just trying to convince you to get this car.
Okay, so both.
So I'm just basically telling you sweet nothings, as what they call it. Like, it's a lot of people that are big philosophers, but don't never really take on the action. You get what I'm saying?
They selling you a dream almost.
It's not selling a dream. It's that a lot of people who talk and say good stuff, they don't do what they say. They only saying it because it sound good, or other people heard that it sound good, so they trying to jump on this train. But a true person that actually takes the investment in themselves, not only will talk the talk, but also walk the walk.
Right, so they would do what they say instead of just saying it.
Right.
Yeah, kind of like selling you a dream almost, because you basically trying to reel them in, because of course you telling me all these things that I want to hear, and then I'm getting with you because, I see all these things, but I heard all these things, but then I get with you and I don't see it. That's basically what I took from that. And yeah, and that's like, I think that's a quality that you should work on before you even bring somebody else in. Like, the things I should change about myself, I have to, before I even say it to y'all what I feel about myself, I feel like I have to reflect and think to myself, and that take being by yourself, getting to know yourself. If you have to get to know yourself all over again, then you do that. Right. You don't have to be with somebody 24/7, because after you love yourself, then you can love somebody else properly and give them all that you will, because you will want that for you. That's the whole point. A relationship is like your partner, but you got to be your own partner first. So that's one of my I basically said all the things that I could change about myself. It's I'm not perfect, so I'm not saying those all the things I can, but those are like the main things that I should work on. But just being a good person in general. I am naturally good, humble,
good, wholesome person.
Yeah, I'm actually naturally good, humble, down to earth person. Love to laugh. I just enjoy life, man, because like you only live once, so why not enjoy it? And so since we talking, I feel like the video go hand in hand with like your good qualities and your bad qualities. Yeah, one of my good qualities is I feel like I be honest. I feel like I tell the truth and I express myself. Like I'm basically saying to y'all, I would say that to a friend or a significant other. I would let them know my thoughts and what I could work on, what we could work on together, what would make it, what will make us grow and build as people. Because You never want to put the blame all on one person anyway. So I would come at it like what we can work on, because I don't, like I said, I don't feel like I'm perfect.
Yeah. Do you think sometimes you could be too nice? To the point like people just
step all over you.
Not step all over, they just taking it for granted. Like,
take it for granted.
Oh, this person nice. I know they do this for me.
Yeah, I feel like starting off as a young adult, I was like that. Like 18 and 17 when I first started dating, I do feel like, you know, I let people, it's like almost like in the back of my mind I knew it was wrong, but I wanted somebody to love me so much that I just took it, even though I knew it was wrong. Because sometimes
you were just trying to fill that void.
Yeah, because sometimes we take things, even though we know it's wrong, we still accept it, which is wrong. Because if you know it's wrong in your head, why are you accepting that? That's not gonna make you happy.
It's because you was trying to please them.
Yeah, and you should want to make yourself happy. If you only trying to please that person, you don't care about
you
your
just giving and giving.
Yeah,
and you just receiving and receiving. It's like, dang, when I'm gonna get that stuff?
Right,
you know, that same
if you
energy
keep doing that, you're not gonna have anything left to give. You're gonna look at it like, oh, what is all that for? I didn't receive nothing back. I'm more down than I ever been, and I'm not happy. And that's the whole point. That's what we're trying to make here. And I just feel like, you know, a bad quality would be to just only think about the other person and not think about yourself. I think you should think about yourself too. That's what I think.
Yeah.
What you think?
I think the same thing. That's why, you know, I was asking, like, is sometimes where I could be too nice and just like not think for, like, be myself or think for myself, like I'm doing it because to please you or to make you happy. Like, sometimes like you want to be happy too, but it's like dang, your happiness is all about me, because you got some people that's like that too. It's like the world revolve around them. It's like, nah, like this is a us thing, not just a you thing.
And that is that on that. But we talked about both of the subjects. So you want to add anything to your good qualities and bad qualities?
My good qualities would be that I'm compassionate, I'm thoughtful, you know, I'm it's a whole bunch. Like, I do think I'm too forgiving sometimes. I could be too forgiving.
You think that's a bad quality?
I don't think it's a bad quality, but sometimes people could seem like it's a bad quality where you just, like, they could do whatever in the world and then you just forgive them. Like, you know what? I just washed my hands. It was over and done with. Because you got people that be holding grudges for a long time. Yeah. Me, I'm not like that. I'm just like, you know, it is what it is. It's in the past. Moving on. As long as they, you know that they did it. I do give people chances. That's probably why sometimes, I mean, just because you give a person a chance don't mean that they ain't gonna change, because some people could change. But yeah,
I feel like my good quality is that I don't just think about myself. I do. If I'm in something with somebody, I feel like we should be in it together for the long run. And I just don't like not try. I always feel like if I'm not if I'm not good at it, or if I'm doing something wrong, I feel like I always try and put an effort in to, you know, make it better. I never okay, I'm not good at this. Oh well, you better, you know, deal with the other good qualities, because this quality that you don't like about me, you just gonna have to deal with it, and you gonna either get with it or get get lost. You just basically just be happy with the qualities that you do like about me, because I'm not changing this just because you feel like I could do better, or you don't like that about me. That's not how I am. I feel like if that is an issue and stuff, like any quality, like anything that you feel like I could work on it, I'm gonna be open to it. Like, I'm not gonna shut you down for something that you feel like that I could be better at, because I won't want you to shut me down when I come to you and I feel like, yo, I don't like this, I feel like you can do this better. I'm not gonna shut you down and be like, I don't care, let's move on, I don't care. So yeah, I feel like I'm that person that's open, willing to listen, give my honest feedback, and not so quick to catch an attitude about it. Really listen and try to be better.
Or deflect, basically.
Yeah. So I feel like that's my good quality. But yeah, so I believe we wrapped up this video. We talked about everything that we wanted to know. We got it out the best way we could. And these just are our opinions on things. People have their own. Maybe you agree with some of the things that we had said. Maybe you feel different ways about stuff. But we just, talking relatable and see if y'all like it.
Yeah, if you have any thoughts or any relatable topics or relatable situations, drop a comment below. We willing to comment back.
For sure. And we're out. Signing out, Ash.
Signing out, Liv.